And Marcus joins us now from the Seattle area. Marcus, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Good morning.
Good morning. So you live on an island. How is
I do.
that?
I live on Vashon Island, which is about 20 minutes on a ferry from Seattle, or about 10 minutes on a ferry from Tacoma. It's kind of between them in the Puget Sound, and supposedly I'm surrounded by salmon, but I don't see them very often when I'm out there trying to catch them.
Well, for a Philadelphia guy ending up all the way out there in Seattle, you've done well.
Yeah, this is not something I expected, like so many aspects of my life, but it's been pretty neat.
Well, let's talk about Marian Caskets. This was inspired by the funeral of John Paul II. Tell us about that.
Well, the Holy Father was pretty influential in my upbringing and in my life, and keeping me from going over a cliff. And with his writings and his witness, I went to the Mass he said in Philadelphia in 1979 on his first apostolic visit to the U.S. And then his witness was strong in my wife's conversion to Catholicism in 2003. And so when he died, we were very attentive to it and watching his funeral Mass on TV. And, we saw the simple wooden coffin that he had, and it just was one more teaching moment from St. John Paul II about naked we come into this world and naked we go out of it. And as a woodworker, it kind of got me reflecting on why coffins are as expensive as they are sometimes and as polished as they are. His was beautiful and simple in its craftsmanship, but it was very obviously wood, and wood is the instrument of our salvation, and it really just spoke to me on a deep level.
And you've been involved in a number of trades. You've been a commercial fisherman, carpenter, landscaper, wooden boat builder. What was it like transitioning into establishing Marian Caskets?
Well, it kind of stuck with me, his funeral and his coffin, and I was continued my landscaping business for a few years after that, before realizing, I could do that. I was going to build simple wooden boats. I could build a different simple wooden vessel for a different kind of journey, and I could really make my faith a huge part of what I was doing. So I didn't know anything about the funeral industry. I was very naive about that whole world. I just knew that here's a chance to kind of offer some hope and let people give faith the last word, and make sure that Christ was front and center in funerals, when frequently the temptation is to kind of, obfuscate his redeeming sacrifice with just ways of trying to ease the pain, but not necessarily heal us through the pain. And so I went to Kelly and I said, what if we built a different kind of vessel for a different kind of journey? And for whatever reason, God was with her and said, she told me, that sounds like a good idea. I can't imagine anybody else saying that, because I didn't know anything about funerals and coffin making or anything. But over the years, it's been challenging, but it's been very, very rich, because I've gotten to know such wonderful families and such wonderful members of the body of Christ, and really gotten to share in their stories. And there have been blessings beyond anything I imagined.
And this is a family business. Can you tell us about how the family's involved in this, Marcus?
Yeah, the shop is here on our property. We've got 6 acres here on Vashon, and so my wife does a lot of the lining of the caskets, and my children, my oldest daughter is 16, and I have a 14-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, 2-year-old. So the oldest 3 or 4 are frequently out helping me, and the youngest 3 or 4 are frequently out doing other things. It's just the shop is right here by our house, so everybody comes and goes. But my oldest daughter will help with painting the prayers that are carved in the caskets, and Kelly does a lot of the lining, and the kids will do some sanding. So yeah, it's just very much a part of the kind of rhythm of our life here on Vashon.
Now, I was trying to keep up with this. How many children do you have?
7.
7, okay, because you were going so quick. I mean, I have 3, and I know. Yeah, I have 3, and I know that's a handful. But I tell you, I grew up in a big family, and I love big families. It's great to hear that they're all part of this. For you, what has been the reaction from people to the caskets?
It has been. Well, a lot of people say I've never seen anything like that before, because frequently I'll carve prayers in them, and the biggest, the one I do most frequently is the prayers from the Divine Chaplet of Divine Mercy. I carve Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us on the side, and then Jesus, I trust in you on the end. So I frequently hear people say I've never seen anything like that, or that really made a difference. It really spoke, my father or my grandmother's faith was really right there. So it's been really very rewarding to have people respond the way they have, and really, write me nice letters. I've even gotten gifts from people, and one man sent me an iPod with his favorite music on it while I built his coffin. He was dying, and he sent me that so I could listen to his favorite music while I was building his coffin. So there's just been unexpected blessings and richness to the work.
Where can people learn more about Marian Caskets, Marcus?
I do have a website at mariancaskets.com, like our Blessed Mother, M-A-R-I-A-N, caskets.com, and that's probably the best place in this day and age where people can, and then my phone number's there, people can call me if they want to talk or get a brochure or something like that, but that's the way.
Well, Marcus, we enjoyed talking to you today. It's been a pleasure, and good luck out there on the island. I'm very jealous about that. You probably can tell.
Well, if you ever find yourself in the Seattle area, look me up and come on out.
I might. You
Okay.
better, yeah, I might do that. Thanks, Marcus. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.